We're here, we're live at the third quarter 2023 Port St. Lucie Police Department Awards Ceremony. Thank you all for being here. We do have a special guest in the back there, our Chief Legal Advisor, Amber Izzo. Thank you for being here, ma'am. And there's Abe Alvarez. He's one of the guys that gets us paid every week. So give Abe a big hand too. Abe, thank you for being here. So no, thank you everybody for being here. Let's go ahead and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And before we get started, I just want to take a brief moment of silence for former retired Chief Charles Chuck Reynolds, who served here as Chief of Police from 1990 to 1996. He passed away last night, living in the state of Georgia. So if we could just take a brief moment of silence to remember him, his service, and his family. Thank you. Now we'll go ahead and get started. Sergeant Delacroce, take it away.
All right, we'll begin with our 5-year service citations. Officer Matt Hall, CSI Janelle Ramirez, Detective Mike Redwood, Detective Mark Stotler, and Officer Julian Wright. Ten-year service citations, Detective Tim Herring and Administrative Assistant Jen Ladina. Twenty-year service citation, Detective Janet Palmer. Twenty-five-year service citation, Detective Sergeant Danny Harrington. For our career ladder program, Officer Joe Ratnam and Officer Tanny Terrio to Police Officer 1, Officer Charles Green to Police Officer 2, and Officer Al Ludmer to Master Police Officer. Educational achievement, record specialist Kayla Junjahan has achieved her Associate's in Arts degree. Next, we have a special presentation from Indian River State College. If Mr. David LaFont can come up.
You can walk. You don't have to run. You're all right. You're good. No, no.
Hi, good morning. I'm one of the coordinators at Indian River State College. Good afternoon, I'm sorry. We have a Region 11 here, and we're the training center for Region 11. And back in 2004, they created a process where the officers, once they finish the Basic Recruit Academy, they can actually continue their education. And they had a leadership academy, or criminal justice leadership academy, which includes classes like middle management, developing and maintaining an organization, line supervision, general instructor. And we're here basically to congratulate Detective Brennan Vega, who has completed more than 200 hours of training.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come out and do this. No, go ahead. No.
And on a side note, Detective Vega has more than 1,000 hours in his jacket of training right now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next, we have a commendation citation for Officer Keith Applebaum. Congratulations, you are being awarded a commendation citation based upon a nomination submitted by Sergeant Butterworth. Your vast knowledge of traffic statutes and willingness to assist when asked has proven that you are the go-to guy in the traffic unit. During this quarter, you have completed 693 citations, 52 incident reports, 16 arrests, 15 crash reports, 5 DUI investigations, and 6 UCI supplements. In addition to your normal duties, you volunteered to cover multiple THI on-call days, instructed a DUI enforcement class, and served as the FTO for 3 trainees. You conducted 5 THI investigations, with 3 being fatalities. You consistently maintain a professional and empathetic demeanor when conducting interviews and when notifying the next of kin. Due to your exceptional work performance, you are being awarded a commendation citation. We have a commendation citation for Officer Ben Gaspar. Congratulations, you are being awarded a commendation citation based upon a nomination submitted by Sergeant Dorico. On September 21st, you responded to a call regarding a suicidal male who barricaded himself in his home with access to firearms. You took the initiative to establish contact with the subject, as there were no CNT officers on shift at that time. You were confident, highly professional, and patient with the subject. After an hour of communicating, you successfully persuaded the subject to peacefully surrender before any additional resources arrived on scene. You demonstrated an exceptional level of communication with the subject, listened empathetically, and refused to end the call until a successful and safe resolution for all parties was achieved. Due to your exceptional performance, you are being awarded a commendation citation. Great job. Life-saving citation for Officer Ryan Arbid. Congratulations. Based upon a nomination submitted by Sergeant Lawler, you are the recipient of the Life-Saving Citation Award based on your quick actions on June 30th in rendering aid to an elderly female. You were dispatched to a home on Southwest Sunray Street in reference to a welfare check. After all attempts to contact the victim were unsuccessful and learning that the victim was a diabetic requiring dialysis, forced entry was decided. You located the female on the ground having a diabetic medical emergency. You immediately called out to rescue. The female was transported by St. Lucie County Fire Rescue for further medical attention and evaluation. As a result of your quick actions, the female will make a full recovery. Thank you for your prompt response and dedication to our community. Administrative Excellence Award for Fiscal Administrator Abe Alvarez and Budget Analyst Brianne Nasso. Congratulations. You are being presented with an Administrative Excellence Award for the 3rd quarter, based upon a nomination submitted by Acting Chief Del Toro. Abe attended the city's Innovate PSL Academy, which examines internal work processes for areas where efficiency can be improved. You chose to improve the workflow of grants as you worked alongside Brianne by sending out emails about grant opportunities. Many times you both would receive interest but with little time for preparation. You worked together and created a new checklist that will help expedite the grant opportunity process. You have used this method for the federal and state justice assistance grant opportunities and have now received replies in 1 to 2 weeks. Brianne was able to submit the grant applications in an efficient manner prior to the grant due date. You are both truly an asset and most worthy of an Administrative Excellence Award. Great job. Administrative Excellence Award, Colleen Backles, our Fleet Coordinator. Administrative Excellence Award, Officer Gobriel, Officer Veras, Acting Lieutenant Bort, and Bill May. Congratulations, you are being presented an Administrative Excellence Award for the third quarter based upon a nomination submitted by Acting Lieutenant Bort. Several years ago, the agency purchased 75 Bluetooth shoulder mics for the portable radio system. There was a gain issue rendering the operator's voice indiscernible. Several attempts have been made to fix the issue with no resolution. Officer Veras reached out to Motorola and learned how to diagnose the issue using a simple programming flash to rectify the issue. Officer Gobriel, Acting Lieutenant Bort, and Division Director May had a conference call with Motorola and all agreed it was a user-level configuration and would allow us to make necessary changes when we see fit. Several programming cables were obtained to install the programming software, but the drivers would not install. Acting Lieutenant Bort and Director May were able to obtain 2 old laptops to program the radios, while Officer Gobriel was able to install the program on his desk computer. With the help of all, you were able to save the agency a tremendous amount of money and downtime for the radios. You are truly an asset and most worthy of receiving an Administrative Excellence Award. Great job. Administrative Excellence Award for Administrative Assistant Stephanie Jones. Congratulations, you are being presented with an Administrative Excellence Award for the third quarter based upon a nomination submitted by Sergeant Henkel. Working as the Administrative Assistant for the Property and Evidence Section, you screen incoming calls to facilitate the release of property. At times, this is 40 to 50 phone calls a week. You also deal with citizens who are demanding their property back. You consistently maintain a positive and professional attitude in these situations and diffuse it by calmly explaining procedures and department policies. Not only do you handle your normal duties each day, but you also help the evidence technicians by ordering supplies, restocking shelves, and even taking out the trash. You are truly an asset and most worthy of receiving an Administrative Excellence Award. Way to go. Next, we have a problem-solving award, and this is not rigged. I did not put myself in for an award.
We do have a problem-solving award for Sergeant John Delacroce, and yeah, he wanted me to make it clear he didn't put himself in for this, but very well-deserved award. But congratulations, John. Based on a nomination submitted by me, you are the recipient of the problem-solving award based on your determination to keep our officers safe. This is very important. After Officer Mazzio sustained serious injuries from being struck by a vehicle while directing traffic, you were committed to finding a way for our agency to receive Guardian Angel devices. This is something that Officer Mazzio really wanted to see every officer have, including himself. It's a light beacon that keeps our officers more visible from up to miles away, believe it or not. It's a pretty awesome device. You contacted Guardian Angel to share Officer Mazzio's story and wishes, and within 48 hours, Guardian Angel replied and immediately wanted to fulfill Officer Mazzio's wish. Guardian Angel worked strategically to partner with the Spirit of Blue Foundation to award a safety grant of $25,576 to outfit all 211 uniformed members of the Neighborhood Policing Bureau. Because of your diligent work and devotion, our agency successfully was able to obtain these lights to ensure the safety of our officers while conducting traffic enforcement and investigations going forward. Thank you for your prompt response to this and commitment to the safety of our officers, John. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good job.
All right, volunteer of the third quarter, volunteer Kimberly Penning. Congratulations. Based on a nomination from Donna Hentz, you have been selected as the volunteer of the third quarter. You have served as a volunteer with our agency since February 2023. Currently, you serve as the volunteer captain for the Sandpiper Bay community, acting as the eyes and ears for the police department for that area. You have been instrumental in getting patrols in Sandpiper Bay up and running again. You excel in finding new ways to accomplish tasks. You are thorough, organized, and work well with other members. You are a pleasure to work with and are considered a vital asset to the volunteer program. Therefore, you are most worthy of being named the volunteer of the third quarter for 2023. Thank you for making a difference. Co-civilians of the third quarter, Brennan Brown and Kat Kimball, who are our civilian traffic investigators. Congratulations. Based upon a nomination received by Sergeant Butterworth and Duncombe, you have been selected as co-civilians of the third quarter. As civilian traffic investigators, you have excelled in your job duties during this quarter. Collectively, you have responded to 530 calls for service and 74 calls as backup units. In addition, you have completed 283 crash reports, 35 incident reports, and issued 299 citations. You also eagerly assist the District Support Division with special details and other functions. By performing these duties, patrol officers are available to respond to emergencies and in-progress calls. You're always willing to help, have a positive attitude, and go above and beyond. Due to your exceptional service as civilian traffic investigators, you deserve to be named co-civilians of the third quarter for 2023. Keep up the great work. Detective of the third quarter, Detective Clayton Baldwin from the Special Investigations Division. Congratulations. Based on a nomination submitted by Detective Sergeant Perkins, you have been selected as the detective of the third quarter. Your thorough and complete investigations frequently lead to the identification and arrest of active narcotics dealers in Port St. Lucie. One noteworthy case was an investigation into alleged narcotic sales occurring from Exotic Snacks. After several purchases of cocaine from the business owner, you obtained and executed simultaneous search warrants on the business and at his residence. In addition to substantial amounts of cocaine and marijuana, over 10,000 pressed fentanyl pills were located. Your relentless investigative efforts led to the largest fentanyl arrest in Port St. Lucie history. You have shown a willingness to assist your coworkers while also managing your caseload. You can be counted on to complete tasks and follow-ups without any instruction, while often self-initiating new cases. You serve as the SID fleet manager, a member of the SWAT team, and are currently obtaining your credentials as a Department of Homeland Security Task Force officer. Due to your constant exceptional work performance, you are most deserving to be honored as the detective of the third quarter. Excellent work.
So for those that don't know, Clayton's father is retired Chief of Police Sean Baldwin. And when I asked him where his dad and mom were today, he told me he didn't even tell him he was getting detective of the quarter. So now I'm going to have to make up for that to Chief Baldwin. But no, that was an awesome bust. The largest bust in the history of the Treasure Coast. So for fentanyl, so congratulations to you. It was awesome. So congratulations, Clayton. Great job. Keep up the great work.
And the last award for this afternoon, Officer of the Third Quarter, Officer Ryan Arbid. Congratulations. Based on a nomination submitted by Acting Sergeant Freeman, you have been named Officer of the Third Quarter. A few highlights during this quarter are the following. You were dispatched to the scene of a car fire in the garage of a residence. You immediately deployed your department-issued fire extinguisher and contained the fire in the garage until the fire department arrived. You were on duty and heard officers being dispatched to a call for shots fired at Paradise Car Wash and Tradition. You initiated a traffic stop on a vehicle matching the description provided by dispatch and observed a rifle on the passenger side's front seat. You were able to detain and arrest the suspect. While on patrol, you observed a vehicle with an obstructed and expired temporary tag. While initiating a traffic stop, a BOLA was given by dispatch for a vehicle matching the description of your suspect vehicle that was involved in a grand theft from Ulta and Tradition. You detained and arrested the 2 suspects who were found to be involved in 4 other thefts in surrounding counties. This ultimately led to the closure of all these cases. You have exemplified the mission of our agency by striving daily to show our citizens the best side of law enforcement and deserve to be named the Officer of the Third Quarter. Keep up the great work.
Excellent work, Ryan. I hear his name often in the morning staff briefings. We get briefed every day on the last 24 hours of crime, and I keep hearing Officer Arbit, Officer Arbit. I'm like, I got to meet this guy. It's a great job. No, you're off to a great start, and you got a great future ahead of you, much like everybody else in the agency. We are now, for folks that don't know, we are the 6th largest city in the state of Florida, 240,000, about 15,000 behind St. Petersburg. So we are growing, going to be about 400,000 when it's all said and done this year. It's a very special year for the agency. Not only is it our 44th year in existence, but we are now over 300 sworn with 318 sworn officers now. So we're headed in the right direction. We're continuing to grow with the city. It's a safe city. We are the safest large city in the state of Florida, lowest crime rate for the past 13 years, and it's all due to the hard work of the men and women of this department, both sworn and civilian. This is a tremendous team effort. We could be here for hours, honestly, giving awards out. That's how good, tremendous amount of work that's being done here. So I'm very proud of you. It's an honor to represent you. Love and pray for each and every day to be safe, and I'm just so thankful for all the work that's being done. So to all the family and friends here, we have refreshments across the street at the police department. Come spend some good time and fellowship with us. Love to see you, and see you next time at the next award. So thank you all for being here today. I appreciate it. Thank you.